I learned over the years, uh, framing porch beams can be somewhat dangerous. I've seen framers falling off those step ladders because they're up in the air and the grounds are unlevel. Grounds are not, most of the time they're not level, and trying to put those porch beams. So last couple of jobs, what I started doing is frame a temporary wall. I mean, just all it is, 2x4s, and 4 foot on center or less, and you just build a temporary wall. And because you're building with the lightweight material studs, so building those walls and bracing it is really is not that hard, and it could save you a day or two from laying out because you got hurt from a job building a porch beams. So I'll show you next, how I rest the porch beam, and so you can see how safe it is. All right, I notched this hole so I can receive the porch beam from the outside. It's not an exact cut. I make it a little bigger than 3.5. I mean, it's gonna get, you'll see the additional framing after I set the porch beam. We can go on the other side and see how the porch beam is coming in. I nail 2 nails from the top plate to the beam, that secures it, and then outside it's just resting on it with the 1 nail. But I mean, this is probably one of the safe way to build a porch beam, and we'll show you once it's all finished, so you can see. But this right here is, to me, is life-saving. I fall off working on porch more than anything else. So people take framing porch less serious, and then they get hurt. So I always try to build this, because when you working with the porch beams, most of the framers here, we don't wear hard hats, and then sometimes that, even though it's only 2x8, it can fall on your head and get hurt. Especially now, we got the we have a shortage of helpers, so you don't have a lot of times you may come out here with by yourself, or even with 1 helper. So you need to find a way to do this safer. So we'll show you. We got first beam, and we'll put this one, and and then we'll put that 3rd one, and we'll show you after it's up. All right, now you can see there's 3 porch beams, and once those 3 pieces are up, I mean, you're pretty much safe. And then not only that, what I do is that 2x4 top plate of that temporary wall, I nail the bottom of the porch beam, and actually when I put the 2nd piece on the other side, it keeps the same width, 3.5 inches all the way around. So that temporary wall plate is actually part of the porch beam. I mean, this is pretty safe. I mean, trying to do this sometimes, work off the ground without temporary wall, it actually takes longer, and actually increases the chance of getting hurt. So that's how I do porch beams. Typically, if you figure flushing the top, and there's actually another piece, 2x4 goes on top of it, that ties into the house side plate, so it ties all together. And then depending on your region, you may have to do additional bolts or leg screws or connectors to secure it. But here we secure the top plate and the bottom, and from the inside, and that usually is enough. But we'll show you we'll video the finished part later once it's done, so you can see how I finished it. All right, well that's how I finished the inside. You got the plate. You have the double studs directly underneath the headers. They come in on the porch beams. And show this side also. And that's what it should look like from the inside. That's what we require in our area. All right. And look at the outside where it's porch beams. It's all finished. See that 2x4? That part of that temporary wall will stay, and that makes a porch beam finished. Okay. Well, sometimes depending on the span, the size may change, but that's 7 1/4. And that temporary wall actually is a good idea when you have a big porch lintels and you're working with the heavier beams. So anyway, that's how I frame porch beams. That's it.